It is very windy today, so I do apologize if the audio gets messed up. But for our upper cabinets, I made this template to outline the curvature of the bus. So I think it's 14 inches wide by like 12 inches tall or 10 inches tall. So that's how big our cabinets are going to be. And I'm just making them out of 1/2 inch plywood. I would like to use 3/4, but I just figured it was too heavy, and with the price of lumber being ridiculously high, it was a lot cheaper. So I'm gonna cut out 3 of those, and then I'll show you what we're doing next. Alright, I've got my 3 dividers here. These are going to be our upright dividers for our cabinets. I took some measurements yesterday on how big the cabinets need to be. I wanted to be symmetrical with the windows of the bus, so that it ends up being 54.5 by 14.5 deep. So 54.5 in length and 14.5 deep. So I'm going to have to get another sheet of plywood and rip the base out. And we're actually going to be cutting dados into the base so we can inset our boards a little bit. And I'll show you what that looks like too. So this is going to be the bottom of our cabinet. I got to cut some dados in it. So I'm going to change the blades out on the table saw, and I'll show you how to cut some dados. So in order to cut dados, you need to buy a dado stack. I use the Avanti Pro 10-inch one, or I think it's 8-inch actually, but it was cheaper than the Diablo one, so felt for something this specific I didn't have to go super expensive. Okay, just gonna take this blade off. Make sure there's no power hooked up to this when you start doing this. Alright, so I'm sure every dado stack is different, but mine does not work with this rip guide being there, so I have to take it out. Okay, for my particular dado stack, it gives you instructions in there you can follow, but I need a 3/8 inch dado because a 1/2 inch is not actually a true 1/2 inch, or plywood. 1/2 inch plywood is not a true 1/2 inch. It's about 3/8. So mine come with spacers, and my kit suggests you put spacers between the outside blade and the chipper. And they say to use the thickest one in here, so that's what I'm doing. You want to make sure you have them all facing the same direction. They got little arrows on here to tell you which way it's going to spin, but make sure all the blades are facing in the right direction, and you can tighten it back up. You're good to go. So how I line these up is I get whatever thickness I'm going to be using. So like this is technically 3/8, but it's 1/2 inch ply, and I want to do about half the depth of it. So we're at about 1/3 of the depth. You can see right here where the blades, the highest point of the blade is hitting almost halfway. So that's where we want our, how deep we want our dado set. So this is what a dado looks like. It's actually only 1/3, but that's fine. You just cut a little groove in it, like that, and then you attach your uprights to it. As you can see, well, you probably can't see, but as you can see, this is not straight now, which I could go ahead and remake this whole piece, but I'm just gonna roll with it. Hopefully it'll be good enough. And you just apply the glue to your grooves that are in the board. So we have our halfway finished carcass here. Like I was saying, these aren't real rigid from side to side right now, so I need to put a top rail on and then a back rail. So last time I tried this, I tried to bend the full backing to the cabinet, and it never would go. It just kept pulling the nails through this pretty thin stuff right here. So I'm just gonna rip them to 2 inches again and put them on individually, I guess. So off camera, I finished building the upper cabinets and filling in all the holes and stuff, sanding them. So they're ready to paint, but we decided that we're probably gonna hang them up first and then paint them later.
Yeah, I don't want to have to repaint 7 times, so. What do you think maybe needs to be in the bottom cabinet? I don't think it obstructs your view in any way. I was worried it was going to be like.
So we got the cabinets built today and hung up. They're still pretty rough, but we're gonna worry about finishing them later. We got some more cabinets to build still. We're both pretty excited because it's no longer just an empty shell. We can kind of see the concept of what we were trying to create, with the floor plan. So it's kind of inspiring to see, some things finally taking shape. So subscribe to see more of the content coming soon. We got some more episodes coming to the Build series. Thank y'all for watching.
See you later.